Sanfew Serum is a potion that requires level 65 Herblore, as well as the completion of the Zoga Flesh Eaters quest. In order to create a Sanfew Serum, the player must have a Super Restore Potion, Unicorn Horn Dust, Snakeweed, and Nail Beast Nails. The order for creating a Sanfew Serum is as follows. First, the player must add Unicorn Dust to a Super Restore Potion. When the potion becomes a mixture, step 1, the player must then add Clean Snakeweed to the potion. When the Clean Snakeweed is added, the player will have Mixture Step 2 in their inventory. The final step is adding Nail Beast Nails to the Mixture Step 2 to create the Sanfew Serum. Sanfew Serums provide 96 Herblore experience if the player creates a 1-dose potion. If the player creates a 2-dose Sanfew Serum, then they will receive 128 experience. 160 experience is given for a 3-dose Sanfew Serum, and 192 experience is given for a full 4-dose serum. Sanfew Serums are very useful for players when going about their adventures in Oldschool Runescape. For example, the potion gives multiple effects such as restoring stats, much like a restore potion would. It can also restore prayer points much like a super restore potion, and can also cure poison much like a super anti-poison potion. A Sanfew Serum will also provide 15 minutes immunity to disease, much like a Recitem's Balm, meaning that players may want to buy Sanfew Serum from other players or from the Grand Exchange before starting the Zoga Flesh Eaters quest. Unfortunately, if you are an Iron Man, you won't be able to buy Sanfew Serum from other players due to the trade restrictions involved in the multiple Iron Man modes, but it is possible to get Sanfew Serum as a drop from NPCs in the game before beginning the quest. The ingredients for Sanfew Serums can be found all across Oldschool Runescape. To get hold of a Unicorn Horn Dust, players can buy from other players or from the Grand Exchange. Alternatively, players can kill unicorns, then use a unicorn horn with a pestle and mortar to turn it into unicorn horn dust. Snakeweed is untradeable, and so players cannot buy it from other players or from the Grand Exchange. It can be found on the island of Kramja, southwest of the Taibai One-Eye village. It can be found by searching the marshy jungle vine, where grimy snakeweed will appear in the player's inventory. A higher Herblore level will decrease the time it takes a player to get grimy snakeweed from the marshy jungle vines. Alternatively, players can kill Jogers or tribesmen for grimy snakeweed, as it is on their respective drop tables, but it isn't advisable as it would still be quicker to search a marshy jungle vine for snakeweed, even if the player's Herblore level is too low. The final ingredient for Sanfew Serums are Nail Beast Nails. Unlike snakeweed, Nail Beast Nails are tradable, and so they can be purchased from other players or on the Grand Exchange. Alternatively, players can play the Temple Trekking minigame, which is unlocked after the completion of the In Aid of the Mayaku quest, where Nail Beasts can be found. When killed by the player, Nail Beasts will always drop this ingredient for Sanfew Serums. Speaking of Nail Beasts, did you know that if a player uses Sanfew Serum on them, then they will deal great amounts of damage to them? This is because Nail Beasts can be damaged by Sanfew Serums when they are used on them, and if this is done, then the player will receive attack experience from killing Nail Beasts with Sanfew Serums. If making Sanfew Serums from scratch doesn't take your fancy, then there are 3 bosses in the game which drop Sanfew Serum. The first is Vetion, a combat level 454 demi-boss found in the wilderness. The second is Kraken, which is a combat level 291 demi-boss. And the third is a combat level 301 demi-boss called the Thermonuclear Smoke Devil. There are no requirements to fight Vetion, though players will need high combat levels, and it is advised to have an enchanted salve amulet, which can be found by completing the Haunted Mine quest, as well as the completion of the Lair of Tarn Vazlor mini quest. However, unlike Vetion, both the Kraken and the Thermonuclear Smoke Devil have Slayer requirements. Level 87 Slayer is required to fight the Kraken, and players must also have a Slayer assignment before they enter the cave where the Kraken can be fought. Much like the Kraken, the Thermonuclear Smoke Devil requires level 93 Slayer, and the player will also need to have a Slayer assignment for Smoke Devils if they want to fight this boss. Sanfew Serums are also a purchasable option in Yuglug's Stuffies, a shop found south of Castle Wars, just outside the location Jagex. However, the Yuglug Nar, the ogre which owns this shop, doesn't stock Sanfew Serums, though players can sell Sanfew Serums to him for 240 GP each. Sanfew Serums were also once a purchasable item from the Bounty Hunter shop. During a Dead Man seasonal, the Bounty Hunter shop would sell Sanfew Serums in exchange for Bounty Hunter points, which were earned from trading mysterious emblems into the emblem trader found in Edgelore. However, Dead Man seasonals were stopped in the summer of 2019, and at the time of this video, it is unknown whether or not Sanfew Serums will be stocked in the Bounty Hunter store should Dead Man seasonals return. And that is everything that you need to know about Sanfew Serums. My name is Vizela, the narrator and editor for this video essay about Sanfew Serums. If you enjoyed this installment of Oldschool Runescape Explained, then why not click the subscribe button and stay tuned to learn more about the world of Gielinor. Tell me what my next video essay should be about Oldschool Runescape in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to feature your suggestion in my next installment.